Nile cruise, and in this section we're joined by a poet, Moataz Mawgood. He's going to be speaking to us more about his works and his participation in the Cairo International 48th version of the Cairo International Book Fair. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you to be with you. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here with you today. Today also is my signature board from second book. So I leave the friends to come to attend this kindly meeting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a signature today, so it's
today.
a celebration day, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, congratulations to you, and tell us about your new poetry book that you have right here.
This is my second book. I published one book yesterday. The last year was under the name of العيب في ذات الملكية. This was also slant poet, and this is a second book. This contains about 20 poems, almost of them about the social feeling in our life, not just the love. The main point of at the head of the book, the ultimate love is pure in the love, talking about the love. But it has some different subjects and different social.
So, what is as you said, the prohibited love? What is it about? What is the aspects of the prohibited love that you mentioned in your book?
See, I'm taking it from some point of view. Sometime you are searching about the love. Maybe you will consume all of your life, but you didn't found the true love. You every time you think you found the love, but this is not when you have to love it, will not be with the ultimate. You will not reach it. Just when you meet this, you will actually understand I didn't meet any love before. So when you write to try to make a picture with the words to draw this feeling and this case, you have to write something different more than anything written before.
Is it like an inspiration for people to find the right love, or is it describing the state?
Yes,
what is it about? Is it about describing the state, or you're inspiring people to continue to search for the perfect love and match?
Maybe it is as a guide. You can use it as a guide to know how you feel you are in the true way when you feel have actually love. Because sometimes when I am trying to say something or trying to write, I cannot write everything as I am writing when I am feeling love and writing. Sometimes I'm writing about nostalgia, about some love from 20 years back. But when I am feeling this now, you feel something true. I was feeling something was very true, was very pure. So when you write, when you have the qualification to write, you will write it also pure. So the people will feeling it will reach all the people as your target.
Mr. Moataz, as a poet, you must be following the trends in writing, and of course, you follow what is being showcased in this year's edition of the International Book Fair. Tell me about the trends that you have observed when it comes to writing poetry.
The trends in writing, actually, I'm not the writer. The poem, he is the owner of whatever to written. So we are as a people, last year I was in London. I was attend the World Cup of Arab Innovation. I was taking the risk, and I'm going to compete with a slant poet, while all the other competitor was competing with the traditional Arabic poet. So I'm saying this is my country language. We are talking this language in our daily. So when I am trying to say something, I must talking about your problem, not my problem. I am as a writer. I must feel what is the common problem in the people, in our social life, in our maybe love, maybe in our business problems. I have to describe all of this in a poem, but must be very simple to have the people to receive it. So I'm writing in every way, and the last 6 months I'm going to write songs. So, inshallah, within few months will be something great, but let it surprise. Something amazing in processing, but it take a lot of time. But to reach the superstars, it is very difficult. To when they to believe you as a writer, it is also very difficult because a huge number of writers now is available at our social media on our market. When they try to select one to new one to deal with him, so he must have a new words, have a variable, new variables, totally different. So something great, inshallah, will happen soon.
Yes, so this year the fair has chosen the renowned Egyptian poet Salah Abdel Sabur as the fair's best person of the year. So how do you see this choice?
Sorry?
How do you see the choice of poet Salah Abdel Sabur?
It was amazing, you know. I'm taking the poet. I stay a few years just right. Salah Abdel Sabur is a school of poem. He does not a poet. You cannot call him a poet. He just have his own tools, his own variables. So when I start in some different schools, and he was one from these big schools. And there is in the slant poet بيرم التونسي, صلاح جاهين, الأبنودي, Ahmed Fuad Negm. Everyone have his own way to say, have his own variables, and totally you have to be yourself at the end. You have to take whatever you can take from everyone, and you have to be yourself at the end.
Do you think that Arab poetry, Mr. Moataz, is well appreciated in the Arab world? Because in the Western countries, they appreciate poetry and literature very much. We're talking about poetry. Do you think that we are passionate about Arab poetry here or not?
I have some maybe you can say a taste. I bought myself on it when I was in London. I have 12 judges from different Arabic country. Say when we are competing here in Egypt, so the judges will be even he is writer or not, but his language will be the same as your language. Okay. Yes. But when you are having the judge from different countries, Arabic countries, but about different language, all of them is talking the traditional Arabic language, and when you have great marks from all of them, there was one Arabic judge in London, but when you see all the Arabic people is looking for our Egyptian language or our slang language in Arabic, they appreciating this very much. You know, I have making 2 parties in Lebanon yesterday. Almost of this, they interesting to listen to the Arabic, the Egyptian songs. Our Egyptian songs is about 80% is working in all places there in Lebanon. So our communication between our Egyptian slang poet and our Arabic countries or Arabic people, we have a very good communication because they loving to listen our language. Even when we describe poem or something like this, be very lovely for them.
So one of your achievements is that you achieved the Arab Group Achievement Award in 2015.
Yes.
How did this give you like a morale boost to develop on your poetry and your work?
See, I will be honest. When I'm going to this trip, I'm not going to get the award or get the cup. I'm just the competition for me. It is a very great thing for me to do this. As I was stop writing for about 7 years, and when I come back, I get about six awards within 1 year. So this is a good impression. I feel that God is pushing me to continue because I study. I'm an engineer, so I study also in American University and business, and so the business field is taking me. And when I come back again to write, I feel something from the God is pushing me on to continue. The last competition in London, for me it was different because I'm saying a poem for different countries. The judges was very interesting. After we finished, I was carrying Egypt flag when I received the cup. So I found all of this. They came to me. They said, "Please, we need to take a photo with you and with Egypt flag." I was very appreciated that I'm Egyptian. You know, sometimes we are talking about some problems inside when we are together as Egyptians. But when you represent your country outside and you found something great you achieved, you will feel we really love this land. When you was going to represent it outside, you will do the best to reflect this picture as good as you can.